As we age, sleep becomes more elusive, not because we need less of it, but because the systems that help regulate our internal clock begin to shift. The production of melatonin declines. Our circadian rhythm, which governs when we feel alert and when we feel tired, starts to flatten. The result? We might fall asleep earlier, wake up in the middle of the night, or struggle to stay asleep at all. Add to that the aches and pains of aging joints, the side effects of medications, or even just the mental clutter of a long life lived, and sleep can start to feel like a battle. But it doesn't have to be. One of the most underestimated factors in senior sleep health is nutrition. What we eat in the hours before bedtime and what we don't can have a profound impact on our ability to rest deeply and wake up feeling refreshed. Many seniors unknowingly sabotage their sleep with habits that used to work fine in their younger years. A late-night cup of black tea, a rich dessert too close to bedtime, a skipped dinner that leads to 2 a.m. hunger pangs. These may seem small, but they interfere with the body's ability to naturally transition into the sleep cycle. That's where thoughtful bedtime nourishment comes in, not a meal, but a gentle gesture of support, a slice of banana, a warm drink, a handful of sleep-friendly nuts. These small choices carry messages to your brain. It's safe. You're cared for. You can rest now. Food can become a bridge between wakefulness and sleep, a ritual that soothes not just the body, but the nervous system. And for older adults who may already feel a bit disconnected from the fast-moving world around them, that ritual can be grounding. Sleep isn't just about what time you lie down. It's about everything that leads up to it. And by making those final hours of the day intentional, calming, and nourishing, you give your body the tools it needs to do what it has been trying to do all along: heal, restore, and reset. Because sleep, especially in our later years, is more than rest. It's repair. It's emotional processing. It's immune support. It's life extension. And the good news is, even if your sleep has been broken for years, it can still improve with the right support, the right rhythm, and the right nourishment. I want to share a story about Eleanor, a vibrant woman who at age 70 had been struggling with restless nights for years. Like many, she turned to over-the-counter sleep aids to get some relief. But after a while, she realized these medications were just masking the problem and sometimes leaving her groggy in the mornings. One day, a friend suggested a simple bedtime ritual: half a banana paired with a small cup of warm milk, taken about 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Eleanor was skeptical, but willing to try anything that might help her reclaim peaceful sleep. She found that the banana, rich in potassium, magnesium, and the amino acid tryptophan, gently relaxed her muscles and calmed her mind. The warm milk added comfort and its own dose of sleep-supporting compounds. Importantly, this combination didn't knock her out or cause grogginess. Instead, it helped sleep come naturally, softly, and steadily. Eleanor described it beautifully. "It doesn't put me to sleep. It lets sleep come to me." That's the difference between forcing rest and inviting it, between crashing and landing gently. Over weeks, her nights became longer and more restorative. She woke feeling refreshed and noticed a boost in her daytime mood and energy. This simple ritual gave her a sense of control, a natural, drug-free way to support her body's rhythms. Eleanor's experience isn't unique. Many seniors find that small adjustments like this, not drastic changes, can have outsized effects on sleep quality and overall well-being. If you want to try this yourself, remember, use half a banana, ideally one that is just turning yellow, for optimal tryptophan and moderate sugar levels. Pair it with a small cup of warm milk or a soothing herbal tea like chamomile. Avoid heavy, sugary, or stimulating foods right before bed. Make it a nightly habit, allowing your body to adjust gradually. By listening to what your body quietly needs and offering it nourishment with kindness, you open the door to better sleep and a more peaceful night. As we close this journey through the quiet but powerful ways simple foods can transform your nights, remember this: aging doesn't mean surrendering to restless sleep or endless nights staring at the ceiling. Sometimes, it's the small, gentle rituals that hold the key. A handful of walnuts, a warm cup of chamomile tea, or half a banana paired with milk. These are not magic potions, but kind invitations to your body and mind to slow down, release tension, and embrace rest. Sleep is a sacred rhythm, deeply woven into the fabric of our well-being. When we nurture it with respect and care, it nurtures us back, restoring energy, clarity, mood, and even resilience. So tonight, as you prepare for bed, consider offering yourself this gift of kindness. Listen to your body's whispers. Trust that you deserve rest that is peaceful and deep. And if you ever find yourself reaching for quick fixes or sleep aids, remember Eleanor's words. Sleep doesn't have to be forced. It can come gently when you invite it with care. Thank you for spending this time together, learning about these 7 everyday foods and simple habits that changed my nights forever and can change yours too. If you found value in this story, please like, share, and subscribe. Your journey to better sleep and wellness is just beginning. Sleep well, and may your nights be filled with calm and renewal. It's not only what you eat that matters, it's when you eat it. Many seniors fall into the habit of eating dinner early, sometimes as early as 4 or 5 p.m. That's not inherently bad. But if the body goes without nourishment for too long before bed, it can actually trigger a stress response. Low blood sugar can cause the body to release cortisol, the stress hormone, and cortisol is the enemy of sleep. That's why the idea of a light, intentional snack before bedtime is so powerful. It doesn't have to be a full meal, just a thoughtful combination of nutrients that says, you're safe, you're supported, you can rest now. That's where our quiet heroes come in: bananas, almonds, oats, yogurt, warm milk, tart cherries. These foods aren't flashy, but they're dependable, calming, gentle. Exactly what a body needs when the world goes quiet and the mind begins to stir. A small serving, just enough to soothe, can stabilize blood sugar through the night, support melatonin production, and reduce nighttime wake-ups. Take the story of Eleanor, age 70, who used to toss and turn every night. She thought it was just a part of getting older. But when she began pairing half a banana with a small spoon of almond butter 30 minutes before bed, something shifted. It wasn't like taking a pill, she said. It didn't knock me out. It just helped me stop thinking. I felt held. Like my body remembered what sleep was supposed to feel like. The key is consistency. A bedtime routine that involves a calming snack, along with dim lighting, soft music, and low stimulation, teaches the body that rest is coming. And over time, it starts to respond more willingly. Some foods, when eaten alone, offer mild benefits. But when combined, their effects can multiply. Let's return to our humble banana. On its own, it's rich in tryptophan, potassium, and magnesium, all valuable for relaxation. But pair it with a small handful of almonds, and suddenly you're adding healthy fats and even more magnesium to the mix. Together, they help slow digestion, stabilize blood sugar, and deliver a stronger, longer-lasting calming effect. Or think about oats. They're comforting, warm, and high in fiber. But when you stir in a spoonful of Greek yogurt, you get added protein and calcium, both of which support melatonin synthesis. Top it off with a few tart cherries, and now you've got a sleep-supporting trifecta: fiber, probiotics, and natural melatonin. Another quiet hero? Chamomile tea with a slice of whole grain toast and peanut butter. The tea calms the nervous system, while the toast provides complex carbs to help usher tryptophan across the blood-brain barrier. The peanut butter adds healthy fat and a little protein, enough to satisfy without weighing you down. The science behind these pairings is clear, but what matters even more is how they make you feel. Food isn't just chemistry. It's comfort, memory, ritual. And when you combine the right foods in the right way, you create something more powerful than just nutrition. You create a moment of peace. Dorothy, age 76, swears by her nightly bowl of warm oatmeal with a spoon of honey and crushed walnuts. "It reminds me of my mother," she told me. "She made it for me when I was small and couldn't sleep." I think my body still remembers. Food that feeds the soul, not just the stomach, may be the most powerful sleep aid of all. It's not just what you eat that matters. It's when you eat it. As we age, our metabolism changes. Our digestion slows slightly, our body's ability to regulate blood sugar shifts, and our internal clock, the circadian rhythm, becomes more sensitive to disruption. That's why timing your evening foods carefully can make all the difference between tossing and turning and drifting off peacefully. Let us talk about the golden window, eating your sleep-friendly snack 30 to 60 minutes before bedtime. This gives your body just enough time to digest lightly and absorb the calming nutrients without being overly full. It also helps stabilize your blood sugar through the night, a common culprit behind waking up at 2 or 3 a.m., feeling restless or hungry. But just as important as the window is the pace. A small ritual, sitting down, taking a few breaths, sipping your tea slowly, peeling your banana mindfully, tells your body it's time to wind down. These quiet cues signal the nervous system to shift gears, from alert to relax, from doing to being, from daytime effort to nighttime surrender. Avoiding certain foods in the hours before bed is just as essential. Heavy meals, spicy foods, caffeine, or sugary snacks can all stimulate rather than soothe. Even healthy foods like citrus or dark chocolate can keep the brain too active when eaten too late. Eleanor, the woman who started eating half a banana before bed, also made a point of turning off her phone at least 45 minutes before sleep and dimming the lights in her living room. "It's not just about the snack," she said. "It's about setting the stage." And she's right. Sleep doesn't arrive like a switch. It arrives like a wave. When we respect the rhythm and we prepare gently, the body remembers how to fall into it. Eating with intention, both in content and timing, can become part of your own personal lullaby. One that doesn't just nourish your belly, but tells your entire being you are safe, you are calm, you are ready to rest. Let us take a closer look at what is actually happening in your body when you eat a sleep-friendly food, and why these nutrients matter more than you might think. Magnesium is often called the relaxation mineral. It helps regulate neurotransmitters, particularly gamma-aminobutyric acid, which slows brain activity and promotes calm. When magnesium is low, you're more likely to experience restlessness, muscle cramps, or racing thoughts at night. But when it's in balance, it acts almost like a natural tranquilizer, not to knock you out, but to ease the mind into sleep. Potassium, on the other hand, is essential for maintaining normal nerve function and muscle control. If you've ever had twitchy legs or nighttime cramps that wake you from sleep, chances are your potassium levels were off. Foods like bananas, sweet potatoes, and avocados are gentle sources of this vital mineral, supporting not just sleep, but steady heart rhythm and blood pressure too. And then there's tryptophan, the unsung hero of sleep nutrients. Tryptophan is an amino acid that your body can't produce on its own. It must come from your food. Once inside your body, it helps build serotonin and melatonin. That chain reaction is what helps create the emotional and physiological conditions for rest. What's fascinating is how these three elements, magnesium, potassium, and tryptophan, often appear together in nature. Take a banana, for example. It has all three. That's why it's such a standout sleep food. It supports your muscles, your nerves, and your brain chemistry all at once. It's not about supplements or pills. It's about recognizing that the body responds to gentle, natural sources of nourishment in ways we often underestimate. When you give your body what it quietly needs, it gives you peace in return. There's a soft kind of power in understanding your own chemistry. It means you're no longer at the mercy of sleepless nights or mystery fatigue. You begin to see the connection between what you eat, how you feel, and how well you rest. And suddenly, a simple piece of fruit becomes something much more than a snack. It becomes self-care in its purest form.